This is Roger with Wheel Kinetics in Tucson, Arizona. We're selling this truck. It is a 2005 GMC Sierra 1500. It is two-wheel drive, 5.3-liter V8. It's an SLT, which means leather. Really nice truck. 50,000 actual miles. It was a theft recovery. We purchased directly from an insurance company in Van Nuys, California. As probably a lot of you Californians know, two-wheel drive trucks usually never see a dirt road or even gravel for that matter, which is kind of probably why this car looks like it looks. It's a nice looking truck. My job is to tell you what's wrong, however. What's wrong? It's on a salvage title due to theft. That's all that's wrong. Salvage titles are issued to theft recoveries about 80% of the time, whether they're recovered in perfect condition or whether they're recovered burned out and on fire. It's an insurance thing. We have a little video that explains why, a little animated video. This happens and why it's possible. Please watch that and you'll understand. The tires look like they're about 70-80% tread. You probably have at least another 10 or 15,000 miles left on the tires. I also noticed when I looked underneath it that the spare is brand new. So tires are not an issue. I see nothing going on with the hood at all, or the front bumper, which is pretty unusual on a truck. Everything this thing's got that's wrong with it cosmetically is generally on the passenger side, and it's very minor. But, like I said, it's my job to point it out. Here's your passenger front tire. Alright, I see a little ding right here. I see a really light scratch, like a cat scratch type of thing right there. And then a little touch-up paint would have been a good thing right there and right there. I believe there's something else. Here we go. A little light scratch there, a little touch-up good in there. I mean, gosh, $8 in touch-up and you're probably 99% better here. I would not even bother fixing those for real. You know what, this might be my driver for the week. I see a little need of touch-up right there also. Scrape there. A couple little scratches on the tail light. There's a tailgate bezel, which is in my hand, which apparently we're installing right now. So that'll be handled, but it's not on the truck right now. Apparently my guys are in there trying to find a screw for it or something. It's funny, those bezels missing. The reason they're always missing on trucks is that people put dope in them. So the cops take the bezels off, throw them on the ground or in the trash or whatever, and put their little cameras inside to look for dope inside the tailgate. That's why they're always missing. Learned that from my cop friends, who we see at inspection all the time. Beautiful. There's your spare, which is brand new. Your tow package. Driver's side of this truck is really good shape. It's got a little scratch here, really low. You kind of really don't notice it. And one down here. Like I said, a little touch-up paint would have made a huge difference, but we don't like to hide any of this stuff. We like to show people how we got it, and they can spend the $8 and 10 minutes of their lives repairing this stuff. Check this out. There's, see that? Running boards. Both sides, electric. Let's see. Okay. There's your core support. There's your passenger fender. Looking very clean. This is a nice, golly. You know, it really, I mean, we sent it to detail, but honestly, this thing came in pretty much like it needed a car wash. Super condition. Pretty. You don't see them like this very often. Let's see. Let's look at the roof real quick. You know, I'm surprised that they have these electric running boards. Generally, that tells you, because it's a 1 ton, it's a half ton, that whoever owned it was probably pretty old. And they didn't put many miles on it either, which is another indication. And the condition of the truck. It's not beat up in any way. So, these are all very good things. Really pretty truck. Holy cow. You got heat. Both front seats are heated and power. Let's look at it. There's the mats are obviously in the bed. We saw those. Put that back. Seats look great. There's a little bit of something here. Not sure what that is. Let's make sure they work. Up, back, forward, back. Yep. Let's see if yeah, that works. Lumbar works. All right. Let me get in here. Go for a little ride. There's another good sign. Someone took one of the cigarette lighters out. Surprised he didn't take them both out. Probably for power on this side. The driver didn't trust the passenger. Obviously, the driver didn't want the passenger smoking. That's what that tells me. Wow. Nice truck. Anyway, I don't know if you can tell, but the air conditioning is just pouring out of this thing, and it feels good since it's about, I don't know, 100 and probably 50 or 60% humidity right now. 50,007 miles. Cruise control, tilt, that works. Let's see, volume control. Let's put it on. Let me put on the radio here real quick. Let's see if we can get some radio going here. There we go. Yep. Controls work there. Air conditioning works perfect. Turn that back up. We need that. Overdrive, on and off. Nice truck. Holy cow. Alright. Let's go for a little ride here. This is on a salvage title. Oh, it also has OnStar. This is on a salvage title due to theft, not collision, was not wrecked. Please watch that little video in our ads, in every one of our ads, to understand what that's all about. Because it's on a salvage title, if you come to Tucson to drive it away, it's got to have restored salvage title, which will allow you to then be registered and plated and insured. We take it to motor vehicles if you want us to restore it for you. If you're going to come here and drive it away, it's $200 for us to restore the title. We go the very next morning at 6 in the morning to have the cops, real cops, inspect it. It costs $50 for the inspection and $150 goes to us. Why so much? Because some days we spend the entire day there. They won't let you leave the car there. So you could be there till 4 or 5 in the afternoon, or you could be back at, 8:15. It just really depends. There could be like some sort of a real problem down there where they can't pay attention to you all day. Boy, this thing rides smooth. Holy cow, this is like a car. Anyway, $200 for the inspection and to get a restored salvage title. $250 for dock fees, and then taxes. Taxes are 2% city tax here in Tucson, and they're plus whatever your state tax rate is. We've had some people from Oregon and Alaska come down recently. Their state tax rate is 0. So they pay 2% tax and $250 dock fee and a $200 to restore the title. If you're from, say, California, I think your tax rate is like 7%, so you're going to pay 9% tax, $250 dock fee, and $200 to restore. Definitely worth shipping in some cases. When you factor in the plane tickets and sometimes some hotel rooms for a night and fuel, but it's up to you guys. Please make sure if you don't have us restore the title that you call your ID in your state and say to them, I'm going to bring an Arizona theft recovery title. It's just going to say salvage on it. Arizona salvage title. That was a theft recovery. A bill of sale that shows that I paid for it. And the truck. Can I get it inspected and get a rebuilt, a restored, salvage, or whatever you call it in the state it's going to? Real simple question. It's not a big deal, but some states get a little funky about it, and I often recommend, especially if you're going upper Midwest like Illinois, Indiana, or East Coast, that you have us do it. Go from 0 here. Wow. This truck is impressive. It's every bit as nice as it was as far as driving is concerned when it was brand new. It drives like brand new. It's got a few nicks in the paint, which you'd expect in any vehicle, and that's about it. Please make sure, if you're going to ship, by the way, if you're going to ship the vehicle, all you pay is the agreed upon price plus the $200 if you want us to restore it or not. We have a recommended shipper. His name is Fred with Beacon Shipping Logistics. Fred is a really good guy. Doesn't screw around. He communicates really well. And his prices are right in the middle. If you get some stupid cheap number for shipping, make sure you get first and last names and stuff so your deposit doesn't disappear. Cheap doesn't get your vehicle there nearly as quickly as mid-level or expensive. I'd be very suspicious of crazy low numbers on shipping, is what I'm saying. Doesn't mean you won't get it, but you may not get it for a while. Anyhow, I think that's about it. Check this thing out. It'll be all over our website and elsewhere on the internet. And have a great week.